Rolihlahla Mandela's remarkable journey began on the 18th of July, 1918, when he was born into the Madiba clan in the village of Mvezo, situated in the Eastern Cape. His mother, Nonqaphi Nosekeni, and his father, Nkosi Mphakanyiswa Gadla Mandela, served as the principal counselor to the acting king of the Thembu people, Jongintaba Dalindyebo. This familial connection to tribal leadership would significantly influence the course of Mandela's life. At the tender age of 12, tragedy struck when Mandela's father passed away in 1930. This event would dramatically alter the trajectory of the young boy's life, as he became a ward of Jongintaba Dalindyebo, who resided at the Great Place in Nkekejweni 1. It was within the confines of this royal residence that Mandela's education and political consciousness would begin to take shape. Surrounded by elders who recounted tales of their ancestors' valor during wars of resistance, Mandela was inspired to envision his own contribution to the struggle for the freedom of his people. This nurturing of his heritage and the spirit of resistance would plant the seeds of his future activism. Mandela embarked on his formal education in the village of Kunnu, attending primary school. It was here that his teacher, Miss Madingane, bestowed upon him the name Nelson, adhering to the practice of assigning Christian names to school children. This change in name would become emblematic of the multiple layers of identity that Mandela would carry with him throughout his life. Continuing his educational journey, he completed his junior certificate at Clarkbury Boarding Institute and then advanced to Healdtown, a renowned Wesleyan secondary school, where he successfully matriculated. These educational milestones were the stepping stones for Mandela's intellectual growth and his budding sense of purpose. Mandela's pursuit of higher education led him to the University College of Fort Hare, where he commenced his studies for a Bachelor of Arts degree. However, his academic pursuits were interrupted when he joined a student protest, resulting in his expulsion from the institution. This incident marked a pivotal moment in his life. Returning to the Great Place in Nkekejweni, Mandela faced the anger of King Jongintaba. The king issued an ultimatum, stating that if Mandela did not return to Fort Hare, he would arrange marriages for him and his cousin Justice. In defiance of these expectations, Mandela and Justice fled to Johannesburg in 1941. This daring move marked the beginning of Mandela's urban life and his entry into a world where he would make profound connections and enduring contributions. In Johannesburg, Mandela initially found work as a mine security officer. It was during this time that he crossed paths with Walter Sisulu, an estate agent who would become a lifelong friend and mentor. Through Sisulu's guidance, Mandela was introduced to Laser Sidelsky, which eventually led to him pursuing articles through the law firm Witkin, Eidelman, and Sidelsky. This marked the start of his legal career, a path that would serve as a catalyst for his involvement in the struggle for justice and equality. While on his journey towards self-discovery and empowerment, Mandela also managed to complete his Bachelor of Arts degree through the University of South Africa. In 1943, he returned to Fort Hare for his graduation, a moment of triumph in his educational pursuits. Mandela's thirst for knowledge and intellectual growth led him to the University of the Witwatersrand, where he began studying for a Bachelor of Laws, LLB. However, he admitted to being a less than stellar student during this period and eventually left the university in 1952 without obtaining his degree. His academic aspirations were temporarily set aside as he plunged headlong into the struggle against apartheid. It wasn't until his imprisonment in 1962 that Mandela resumed his formal education, this time through the University of London. Yet again, external circumstances prevented him from completing his degree. Remarkably, In the twilight of his imprisonment in 1989, Mandela achieved an LLB through the University of South Africa. Although he was unable to attend the graduation ceremony in person, he graduated in absentia in a moment that symbolized his unwavering commitment to education and self-improvement. In retracing the educational journey of Nelson Mandela, we glimpse the resilience, determination, and unyielding spirit of a man who would go on to become a global icon of peace and justice. His lifelong pursuit of knowledge and his unwavering dedication to the betterment of his people remain a testament to the power of education and the indomitable human spirit.